When I think about summer styles and ways to protect my natural hair, Curls Queen is absolutely one of the go-to companies. Now, I know you guys may have noticed I've kind of exited the phase of wearing so many wigs, and I'm really just in a season of protecting my natural hair. So as you guys can see, the brand that I'm working with today specializes in a lot of different textures that are geared towards kinky, coily, and curly hair. So it doesn't matter the race, ethnicity, so on and so forth. Curls Queen has you covered. Now, y'all know my hair can be a little bit all over the place in its texture. So today I'm actually going to be taking a look at Curls Queen Water Curly or Water Kinky Coily clip-in extensions. This is like a 4A, 4B hair texture. I'm wearing the length 18 inches, and this is 215 grams of hair. Now, of course, this should actually be just the perfect amount of hair for a start to finish install. And if you guys are not familiar with what I typically do when I get my extensions, the first thing that you want to do, especially with curly hair, it really doesn't matter if it was a wig, weave, like bundled hair, or clip-ins, microlinks, so on and so forth, you want to make sure that you are actually washing them, because not only is this going to get rid of any type of chemicals that may have been applied to the hair beforehand, you also get a chance to really see the quality, the integrity, and the true pattern or texture of the actual hair. So today is no different. I decided that I was going to use My Black is Beautiful, their conditioner. They have an amazing line of products. It is kind of heavy on the smell or like the perfume that's in it, so I have not actually used it on my natural hair. I simply use this for my curly weaves and wigs, and y'all, it's done exactly what I needed to do. You guys can see just how much the hair has really kind of coiled upon itself. It's super soft to touch, nice and manageable, and I'm actually going to allow it to dry this way. You guys may have noticed that I actually separated the hair when I started to wash it, because I wanted to make sure that each and every individual clip-in was preset. I allowed it to air dry for probably about 2 hours or so it's mostly dry, and then we're going to go ahead and start installing this on my head. Now, for my hair, I literally just have it pulled back into two very low plaits. If you guys don't know how to plait, you can twist, literally pull your hair back into a low bun if you are not going to be wearing this for longer than a day or two. So I did go ahead and just do that. I have on a wig cap simply for the purposes of you guys being able to see the placement. I did go ahead and pull out just about maybe a half an inch of hair around the hairline, maybe a little bit less, just so that I would have a little bit of space to blend everything out. Now, for me, my hairline area, I do have shorter pieces going toward the very tippy top of my hairline. In this case, it worked out because it made blending that much more easy. And I am actually starting off with freshly washed and conditioned hair. I literally stretched my hair overnight in about 4 different plaits and decided I was just going to install it this way, just because I knew it was going to be a short time thing. Now, I do actually have a ton of videos on my channel showing you how you can create styles with clip-ins, specifically from Curls Queen, but this is what we're doing today. So I wanted to go in with just a little bit of moisturizer. I ended up taking my Sacred, this is their lotion, hair lotion, did a really quick 2-strand flat twist on each side, just so that I would really be able to have my hair kind of prepped. So I also went in with my Cream of Nature mousse, just to make sure that we can get the hair damp enough so that it remembered, like, oh yeah, okay, we need to be curly now. Now, you could totally do this with water. I chose not to. I wanted to use an agent that was wet, but definitely not overly wet that it would have taken my hair forever to dry. So I just find that like the combination of the mousse and the lotion does a great job. You don't have to use the Sacred line if you don't want to. You could totally use whatever you want, but the goal is to set the hair. You absolutely have options. I even have a video showing you how I did like a rubber band style across the front. If you are somebody that's like, Chrissy, I don't want to have to blend this out at all, you could absolutely do the illusion method and crochet that hair around to hide the actual clip-in portion. And so with this particular texture though, I really like that it mimicked my natural hair. And so of course the placement is totally up to you. I was inspired by Ivy Powell's, another very popular YouTuber, the real OG, okay? she actually created something that we all know as the flip over method. And I say she created it, I don't know if that's necessarily true, but she is one of the most popular people that I saw do it. And so ever since learning that technique, it has been so much easier to just create styles without a part and still be able to actually create that illusion that it's growing from your scalp. So in this case, I'm just slowly adding everything to my actual hair. I probably left gaps of about 2 or 3 inches from my nape, and then started the first track. I probably left about another 2 inches from that track just because the hair was so full. And I knew that the top of the hair was going to be more important than the bottom. So you definitely want to keep this in mind. You could always, if you need to reposition them, you can. In my mind, this is like a glueless quick weave. Literally, in a matter of 30 minutes, I completely transformed my hair. And you guys are just getting a chance to see this. This is why I love clip-ins so much. But curly hair obviously is going to always look nice no matter what it is you decide to do with it, whether you want to do a half up, half down style. I feel that you just really have so many different options and ways that you can go with this. This is a great time to actually practice placement with clip-ins. If you are somebody that wants to get into doing quick weaves or maybe even sew-ins, y'all know my channel is here to be an inspiration to you guys. And I have some of these clip-ins from Curls Queen. Literally, I've had for years, and it's my go-to whenever I need a quick ponytail, a quick little summer style, a quick little like, girl, what are we doing today? Okay. This is perfect. Over the last couple of years, I have noticed that the flip over method has become more popular again, and I love to see it. I've seen it with the straighter textures, but the curly will always have my heart, and this is why. You guys get a chance to just see how easy it is to install. You guys really get to see the flexibility. I mean, I am able to whip my hair back and forth without any issues or any concerns about, is anybody gonna know this is not mine? Okay, like when I looked in the mirror, I even had a bit of a shock, like, oh, okay, is this what my natural hair could potentially look like? Now, obviously, if you are somebody that has longer hair and you just wanna add a little bit of volume, this is gonna be the perfect time for a clip-in. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but once upon a time, people would just go in and add like a track or 2 or even 3, okay? And they would glue it in their hair just to get that extra volume. Well, in my case, my hair is not perfectly coiled, so I wouldn't be able to go track by track and get an even and seamless blend. So this method works a lot better for me without having to have any of my natural hair exposed, simply because the textures and the patterns that I have in my hair, they just kind of vary. They do what they want to do, and that's okay, all right? I just love having the flexibility and the options. And to be completely honest, I always say, like, man, where were all of these like styles and techniques when I was growing up? Like when I was in my like most panic stages of like, what do I do with my hair? Okay, I'm tired of wearing a ponytail. Like, where was all of this? Let me know, because baby, do you see it? Okay, you see the blend. And I did go ahead and pre-style my edges. Obviously, blending is a breeze. The less hair you leave out, the better. I've literally been saying doing hair is almost the equivalent of like women in STEM, because I mean, just the science and technology and the creativity that we have as a culture when it comes to doing our hair, it's definitely interesting to see. And it also just motivates me to want to continue to come up with new creative ideas and styles so that you guys feel a little bit more like, okay, girl, I can step out and I can do this. And if you are somebody that's like, Chrissy, I done took my 30 minutes, okay, and installed this baby, I'm not taking this out tonight, okay? Get you a little bit of water, maybe some distilled water with maybe a little bit of leave-in conditioner in there, and get it in a spray bottle, okay? In the morning, take that bonnet off and just refresh the curls. You don't have to soak it down, but just a nice little refresh. And the bigger the hair, the better. So this is super easy. If you want to sleep in it, do it. If you don't, okay? Special thank you to Sacred, because obviously the lotion is a lifesaver in this case. And when you partner it up with a little bit of that Cream of Nature argan oil mousse, which y'all know I love, okay, been using it for years, 10 out of 10, recommend each and every time, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Curls Queen. Y'all know y'all got a special place in my heart. I love y'all so much. Stay pretty, and of course I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.